So thank you all so much for joining. I see Ashutosh, Siddharth, Varun, Karthik,
Hare Krishna,
and
Mataji.
Anmol.
You.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Oh, I see Vrinda as well. Vrinda and Anmol. Okay. Thank you all so much for.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. This is Anshu.
Oh, that's Anshu. Hare Krishna, Anshu. Yeah. So let's start. So we are doing our study of Bhagavad Gita as it is, and we study the meaning, translation, and with the help of analogies and stories, and we try to apply it in our day-to-day life. So that is what we have been doing all these days. And now we are in the 8th chapter. So before that, let's do the prayers.
Om Ajnanasya
Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya
Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatyarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So you can all pick any verse and chant.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. This is Anshu.
Yes, Anshu, go ahead.
8.14.
Yes.
Ananya cheta shatatam yo mam smarati nityashah tasyaham sulabha pata nityayuktasya yoginah. Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice, Anshu. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can I say 8.6?
Yes.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajantyante kalevaram tam tamaivaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha.
Very nice. Thank you so much. That was very good. Anyone else would like to try any of these verses?
Which sloka you
This one. Okay, go.
Dehinosmin yada dehi komaram Dehinosmin yada dehi komaram yavanam jara Dehandaraswapi Satayam. Thank you, Vilasini.
Thank you, Vrinda.
I can't see the slide.
Yes. Which one do you want to do?
I can't see the.
Oh, really? You can't see the slide?
No, we can see, but the second slide, I think. First, there are so many slokas, na, Mataji?
So they want to see the first slide?
I can't see anything. Wait, I'm gonna.
Oh, we can see the slide. Maybe you can rejoin.
Anyone else, meanwhile, would like to try? Anyone wants to do Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam?
Now, Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Ashtosh Nari 7.3. No, 7.3.
Yes.
And so
Hare Krishna. Haribol? Is anyone there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Anyone would like to do any of the verses?
Mataji, can I do 8.6?
Yes.
Yam yam vapi smanam bhavam vyatite yanti kalevam tantrame vyati kaunteya sadatat bhava bhavitaha.
Thank you so much. That was very good. Anyone else? Or we can proceed.
This is Shravan. Can I tell verse 7.5?
Yes, Shravan.
Aparayam itasvanyam prakritim jiva bhuta mahabaho yeyatam dayate jagat.
Very good, Shravan. Very nice. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Mati, this is Krishna. Can I say 8.7?
Yes, Krishna.
Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhyacha mayarpita manobuddhir mame vashya sayam sanshayam.
Very good. Very good.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Chaitanya.
Yes, go ahead.
Yataha satatam yo mam smarati nityasaha tasyaham sulabha parta nityayuktasya yoginaha.
Very good. Good. Very nice. All of you are doing so well. Very nice. Okay. So anyone else would like to try, or shall we proceed? Okay. Let's proceed. So, the verse for today is Mamopetya Punarjanma.
Wait, Mataji,
Hmm.
can I do 7.8?
Yes, why not?
Vasoham apsu kaunteya prabhusmi sa sati surya ho paunavaha sarvavedasu sabadaha ke pausam nasa.
Very nice. Very nice, that's right. Very good. Good job. Okay.
Just a recommendation. If you have not done, I will start. I will start afresh. But if you have,
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So then we'll go to our next verse for the day, which is Bhagavad Gita 8:14. Please repeat after me. Mamupetya punarjanma.
Mamupetya punarjanma.
Mamupetya punarjanma.
Mamupetya punarjanma.
Mamupetya punarjanma.
Mamupetya punarjanma.
Dukkalayam shashvatam.
Dukkalayam
shashvatam.
Dukkalayam shashvatam.
Dukkalayam shashvatam.
Dukkalayam shashvatam.
Dukkalayam shashvatam.
Napnuvanti mahatmanah.
Prapnuvanti mahatmanah.
Napnuvanti mahatmanah.
Prapnuvanti mahatmanah.
Napnuvanti mahatmanah.
Mahatmanah.
Samsiddhim paramam gatah.
Samsiddhim paramam gatah.
Samsiddhim paramam gatah.
Samsiddhim paramam gatah.
Samsiddhim paramam gatah. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalayam shashvatam.
Mamupetya punarjanma
Janma dukkalayam shashvatam.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalayam shashvatam.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalayam shashvatam.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalayam shashvatam. नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः
नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धे परमां गताः
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयं शाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयं शाश्वतम् आत्मानः संसिद्धे परमां गताः
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयं शाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म
दुःखालयं शाश्वतम् मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय
Now, okay. So actually there are two verses that are quite similar. Maybe that's why there is a little bit confusion. But watch out for this verse. The third sentence is Napnuvanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramanga. So it's kind of tricky because you have another verse which is very similar. So which place is the Dukhalayam? Anyone wants to guess?
Material world.
The material world.
The material world.
What is dukkha? Sadness.
It's a place of misery.
Yes, it's a place of misery, sadness. Okay. What is the meaning of janma?
Birth.
Birth, yeah. So punarjanma means taking birth again. Okay. Mahatma. Who is a Mahatma?
A great soul. Great soul. Great soul.
Oh, very good. And okay, what is siddhi? What is the meaning of siddhi? The perfection. Yes, siddhi is a perfection. Very good. So paramagata means the topmost place, okay? Or the topmost ultimate abode, or the ultimate destination is paramagata. Okay, so now let's look at the translation. Repeat after me. After attaining me, the great souls,
The great
souls
who are yogis in devotion,
who are yogis in devotion
never return to this temporary world,
never return to this temporary world,
which is full of miseries,
which is full of
miseries,
because they have attained the highest perfection.
because they have attained the highest perfection.
Very good. So Krishna is telling one who has attained Krishna, who is a great soul, who is a great yogi in devotion, will never return to the temporary world. So he's saying the spiritual world is a permanent place, and the temporary and the material world is a temporary place, and it is full of miseries, and it's not a very happy place. So those who have gone to the spiritual world, they have attained the highest perfection, and they will never return. So that is what this verse is pretty much saying. And we will try to dissect this verse and learn what it means. Okay? So, in our previous sessions, we saw about the importance of remembering the Lord without deviation, right? Ananya Cheta. We spoke about Ananya Cheta Manasa. So basically, we learned about how one remembers the Lord without deviation, and we saw the examples of various devotees of how they fix their minds on Krishna. Actually, everyone can mute because there's a lot of background noise. Everyone can mute and then unmute when we ask questions. Okay. So, yeah. So, there were many devotees who were remembering Krishna without deviation, and finally Krishna gave them darshan. So we saw the kind of devotion that they performed. And we also spoke about this point of pure devotion. Pure devotion means without a mix of karma, jnana or hatha yoga. This is what we saw, because some people, they want to go to higher planetary systems, so they are performing some sort of activity that is called as karma, karma yoga. There are others who want to merge into that light, that impersonal Brahma Jyoti, so they perform what is known as Jnana Yoga. And then there are others who perform these Ashtanga Yogas, with which they attain mystic powers. So like this, there is a lot of diversion that is available through scriptures. But however, a fixed devotee will remember Krishna without any deviation. This is what we saw previously. Now, we're going to see in detail about why one should even be inspired to go to the topmost destination, and what happens when he goes to the topmost destination, what is this topmost destination, and why is it beyond this material world? Why is the material world not a very happy place to be in? That is what we are going to see in detail in today's class. So, what are the real problems of life? Many of you have read Bhagavad Gita, and we have been covering so many verses. We are in the 8th chapter. So, when you see this picture, there are 4 stages of life that is shown here. So, can anyone guess the 4 stages, the 4 important stages of life, beginning with birth? What are the 4?
Hare Krishna, birth,
Yes.
death, old age,
and disease.
and disease.
Very good. Excellent, excellent. Very nice. So, birth, old age, death and disease. So, therefore, we see in this material world, everyone is not happy all the time. There is always problem. Is anyone 100% happy 24 hours a day? No way.
No,
right?
that's not possible. No.
It's not possible at all. Yes, it's not at all possible. So we are having these problems, and the greatest problems of life is birth, disease, old age and death. We have to go through this. It's not a happy life here. So therefore, one becomes inspired to go beyond this material world and reach the topmost destination where these problems of life can be solved. Just like a bumblebee. You all know what bees do. They go from one flower to the other to collect honey. So when they are in search of honey, they move from one flower to the other. At that time, when they reach the most fragrant flower, their search is stopped. Meaning, they go back to the same grove where the most fragrant flowers are present. So this is how bees work. Yes, they go from one flower to the other, but then when they figure out that there is a forest or there is a little grove where the most fragrant flowers, like the parijata flowers, are present, they will go and they'll suck the honey from there. So they are always searching after the best. So like that, a person who is very, very, who's in this material world and who's really desperate, with all these problems of the material world, he's fed up. Okay. So such a person will ultimately try to go to the highest destination. So therefore, because of the problems in this material world, one is inspired, just like how the bumblebee is going after the best, the topmost nectar. Like that, we also, after a point in time, we try to go for the best. And that is in fact the topmost destination, which is beyond this material world. So we are all traveling through this material world, right? We know about birth and rebirth. We take millions of births. We have heard all this again and again. So all the living entities, one name of the living entity is called as Sarvaga. Sarvaga means one who wants to travel everywhere. So we are very curious people. We all like to explore. How many of you like to travel to different places? Anyone here?
Me,
World
Mataji.
travelers? Yeah, we all like to travel, right? So you want to see Europe, you want to see, yeah, it's nice, it's interesting. You want to see Alaska, any other place anyone wants to see?
Vrindavan.
Vrindavan, oh wow, that's a spiritual desire, very nice. So we like traveling, we like exploring. But what we are doing is we keep traveling around in this material world. Like you see a Ferris wheel here, right? How many of you have gone on a Ferris wheel?
Me, Mataji.
Yeah. So what happens in the Ferris wheel? Supposing you're in this basket, you're right here. So as the Ferris wheel moves, you go up, 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 up. There is a point where you go on top, and then again you come down to this point again, right? So the material world is like that. You go up and you come down. You go up and you come down. So a living entity is traveling through the 14 planetary systems. So he's traveling up, he's coming down. He's going here, he's coming there. So like a Ferris wheel, we keep traveling. And we experience different standards of life. Like you see, this is a jail. There are different cells here, jail cells. So one prisoner is having medium facility. Another prisoner is having very good facility. There is another prisoner who has very excellent facility. So A class jail, B class jail, C class jail. If you have at all traveled in Indian Railway, there are 3 different classes: first class, second class, and third class. So based on the facility, the classes are put. So first class is very, very nice. You have all the comfort. Second class is okay, average comfort. Third class is very, very low comfort. So like that, we are traveling through different worlds and we are experiencing different types of comforts in various lives. We go up, we come down, but still it is a jail. We are stuck here. We are stuck here. Whether it is a first class cell or a third class cell, still you are stuck in this world. And nothing is permanent. Even if you go to a very first class place where everything is very comfortable, everything is luxurious, still there is something called as a fall down. Okay, some people, they go to the higher planetary systems, like the planet of Indra. And there it is so luxurious, everything is so wonderful. But still, even he has to come down to earth. Okay, so even Indra's planet is not a permanent place. Just like riding an airplane. So now, I think everyone has gone in an airplane. Everyone has taken a flight to some place or the other. Yeah, all of us, we have all done that.
Yeah.
So, so do you think you can always stay in air all the time?
No.
No.
Why? Why?
Because the gas or the oil of the engine of the plane is going to run out.
Yes,
You can't fly anymore.
Very true, yeah. So similarly, that is the right answer. So basically, you cannot stay in air all the time like that. You just cannot keep, staying in a material world that is maybe higher, like Indra's planet or some other more fantastic place besides this earth. Okay? It's not a permanent place. You will have to come down. So you keep traveling like this.
There is one more.
You keep traveling like this in the Ferris wheel again and again, but then you have to come down because the fuel is going to go down, right? So you may be in A class cell, B class cell, C class cell, doesn't matter. This material world is a place where you are stuck. So this material world, Krishna is saying, is Dukhalayam Ashashvatam, meaning it's like a dangerous place, okay? See, when you go to a dangerous place, like supposing you are going, if there is an issue, okay, in a place, it's not a very comfortable place, like if there is quicksand, supposing you have seen places where there is quicksand, you see a danger sign, okay? If there is high electricity in some places, it will show danger sign. So like that, just like how there is a danger sign in some places which is not fit for us to enter, similarly, Krishna is saying, he's putting a danger sign. He's saying this place is Dukhalayam Shashvatam. It's temporary, it's miserable. Don't stay there forever. It's not a place for us. And when you see certain places that says, oh, this is a garden or this is home. So when he says that, when you see boards like that, oh, this place is a nice park. So immediately you understand it is a very safe place. So like that, Krishna in this verse, he's putting a danger sign on the material world. He says it's Dukhalayam Ashashvatam, and he says Paramam Gataha Napnuvanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gata. That means If you attend my place, that is the best place and you will never return. So on one hand, in the same verse, he's putting a danger sign, and on the other place, he's just writing, this is our real home. So this is our real home, and Krishna is telling that his abode is actually a real home. Okay? So this can be understood in the story of one personality by the name Gopakumar. So this Gopakumar, maybe he was very fortunate because he had the experience of traveling through various planets. There are 14 planetary systems within our universe, and this Gopakumar had the great fortune. This person here, the one who's embracing Krishna, he's Gopakumar. So he had the opportunity to travel through various planets, and not only in the material world but even in the spiritual world. So one lucky person. What happened when he was traveling through the higher planetary systems? When he was in Indraloka, that time he seemed to be happy for some time. But then even there, he realized that Indra himself was put into a lot of torture, a lot of pain, a lot of disturbance. Like sometimes the demons would attack. Sometimes Indra, he would do some real bad mistakes and he would be cursed by sages to fall down. So Gopakumar could see that even Indra's abode is not a permanent place. It is not that in Indra's abode everything is very, very happy. So just because we are going to some other place besides the earth, it doesn't mean that it's going to be very happy just because there is a lot of comfort there. So he could see that. Then he went further and he passed through these lokas like Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and he went to Satyaloka. Satyaloka is the topmost planetary system in this entire universe. It is the best place. He went there, and there Brahma was residing. But then initially he was very happy. He was thinking, this is it. I have attained everything. But then even there, saw Brahma once. He was scared by a demon and he ran away from there. So there are problems everywhere. In Swargaloka, there were demigods who were fighting for position, name and fame. So Gopakumar was saying all this. Nowhere is it permanent. Nowhere is it truly happy. He could understand all that because of the experience that he was gathering from one place to the other. And finally, this Gopakumar, he even went to the spiritual world. He went through various Vaikuntha lokas. So in the spiritual world, it is so large. It's 3 times this material world. And even there, he was traveling from one place to the other. And he truly never felt happy until he went to one special place by the name of Vrindavan. So that is where we see this Gopakumar really found the Lord that he wanted to associate with. Krishna, who's speaking the Bhagavad Gita, who's telling this verse, he could go and see this Krishna. And he was very, very happy. And he realized the statement, after attaining me, Krishna says, which is the highest destination, which is the highest perfection, nobody ever wants to return to the material world. Material world is not a place to be there. It is the danger spot. Okay? So he had this realization. It's a very beautiful story, Gopakumar's journey. He gathered so many experiences in different lokas. See, for us, we may not have the same opportunity as Gopakumar, but when we read her story, we should get this realization that nothing of this material world is permanent. It's definitely not going to be happiness all the time. So we must aspire to perfect our lives like the great devotees and go and see Krishna face to face. Okay, that is what Krishna is telling us in this verse. So how does that happen really? So just like supposing you are traveling in a ship. Okay, just imagine all of you are traveling in a ship. So you're on a cruise. Just imagine you're on a cruise. And what do you see around you all the time? What is it that you're seeing around you? Water. right? So you're seeing water everywhere. 360 degrees, you turn around, you just see seawater everywhere. But if you're thirsty, what do you think you can drink that seawater?
No.
Is it going to quench your thirst?
No.
See, all that you want is a glass of water. Now you have tons and tons of water around you. But still, can you drink that?
No.
It's gonna get too much sodium, and you can die.
Yeah, correct. So the same water has become danger for you. You cannot drink that water, right? All that you need is fresh water. You just need a glass of fresh water, like this girl who's holding that glass. If that glass of fresh water is not there, you're not even going to live. So the material world is like that ocean. It's like that salt water. It is there everywhere. It appears like it's like a false promise. It appears like there is a lot of happiness. But true happiness, true satisfaction comes from the glass of fresh water. So though we are surrounded by so many things in this material world, real happiness is when we reach that perfect state, when we go to that purest place, which is Krishna's abode. You see, Krishna, there is water here as well. You can go and drink that fresh water that is there in Yamuna near Krishna. That is what Krishna is telling. He's telling, once a person attains the highest abode, once a person goes and sees what it is like to be with Krishna, then he will never want to come back to this horrible material world. So, world tour, we were talking about people who like to travel, right? We were talking about world tour. How many of you have gone on long holidays, very long holidays?
Me.
Okay, how many days was that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, how did you feel at the end of the second day? Okay, tell me this. At the end of the third or fourth day, were you happy?
Well, I was kind of bored.
At the end of the third day itself, okay. So then, how did you feel?
No, actually on the fourth day.
On the fourth day. So at the end of the first or second day, you were still happy. You were thinking there is so much more to explore, right? So you were very happy. But at the end of 2 weeks, you must have been frustrated. You must have been frustrated. You'll be like, when am I going to go back home? That's the only thing that will be on your mind. When will I go home? When will I eat good home-cooked food? When am I going to sleep on my bed? When am I going to play with my toys? So these things will be there in your mind. So it's obvious, right? That's what we are doing here in this material world. We're on a long tour. So our real home is back up there, Krishna's world. So Krishna is saying, once you come back home, from the experience that you have gathered, you'd never want to go back again. You'll never want to go back to the material world again, because you're back with me. So that is what Krishna is promising. So, and not only Krishna, even great souls like our teachers, our acharyas, they have all seen this truth. Many of them, they are eternal associates of Krishna. They have come to pick us up from this material world. So these...
Like Prabhupada.
Exactly, like Prabhupada. So he knows the tried and tested formula. He knows that the spiritual world is a place to be in. He has seen the truth, and he knows that is the world that we all belong to, and we should not come back here. So they have seen with their experience, and they are telling us this. And you, all of you buy, do you do online shopping, anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, online shopping. Yes. So before you buy a product, what are the things you guys do?
We
Look at the price.
I check the reviews.
Reviews and the price. Very good. So based on the
see if
reviews.
it's like good for your health.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, you should also see if it's good for your health. And the reviews will tell the experiences of different people, right?
Oh yeah.
They're going to tell you. Yeah.
The comments you give.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to see the reviews of different people. And then you will analyze, is this the best product I should buy? And then you would buy the product, right? So like that, these great souls, they have given us reviews. They have told us that this is not the place to be in. Perfect your lives. Just like the previous verse we saw, Ananya Chaita Manasa. We saw how these great devotees, they were focused on Krishna and they perfected their lives and they saw Krishna face to face. So similarly, from their experience, we must learn and take their instruction seriously and realize that this is not the place to be. We need to take up spirituality, Krishna consciousness very seriously and go back to Krishna. Okay? That is what we learn in this verse. See, you see, this chapter is all about bhakti. Okay? So again and again, the same concept will be told in different ways. So since we are doing the middle chapters of Bhagavad Gita now, it will be all about spiritual world. It will be all about doing devotional service. That is what the content will be. So now let's revise. You can all take turns and you can recite the verse. You can unmute yourselves if you're muted.
Mataji, can I do the verse?
Yes, go ahead.
Mamupetia punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata.
Very nice. Is this Aditya or Varun?
Varun.
Very good, Varun.
Mataji, this is Shravan. Can I quote the verse?
Yes, go ahead, Shravan.
Mamupetia punarjanma dukkhalayam asasvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddham paramam gataha.
Very nice, Shravan. Thank you so much.
This is Krishna. Mataji, can I try? It's Advait.
Oh, yes, Advait.
Mamupetya punajanma dukkalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata.
Very nice, Advait. Thank you.
Krishna Chaitanya.
Yes, Krishna Chaitanya.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam sasvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata.
Very nice, very nice, very nice, Krishna Chaitanya. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
No.
Anmol.
Yes, Anmol.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashavatam napnuvati mahatmana samsiddham paramam gataha.
Very nice, Anmol. Thank you. Beautiful.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, can I say it?
Yes, go ahead, Siddharth.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Very nice, Siddharth. Thank you so much.
After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection.
Perfect. Thanks.
Mataji, it says 8.14.
Oh, I need to change it. Good catch, yeah. I always do that. I'll put it. 8.15. Who's that? Sri Hari and Shreya, go ahead.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Very good, Shreya, Sri Hari. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, this is Krishna. Can I say the verse?
Amma.
Yes, Krishna. Go ahead.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata.
Very nice, Krishna. Translation? You want to do?
After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection.
Very good. Thank you, Krishna.
Vinna wants to go.
Yes, one more.
Mamuvidya punarjanma dukkalayam shashvatam naptuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata. Meaning.
What is Krishna saying here?
So when you die, if you go back to Goloka Vrindavan and you want to come back to your home,
No need. Krishna is saying you will not come back.
Krishna is saying you'll not come back because that is the place that where you get a lot of pain.
Here. You get a lot of pain.
Here we'll get pain. We're not going to go to school. We're just going to stay with Krishna.
Yeah, we are not going to go to school yet.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Vranda, for making it so simple. Thank you. There's no school up there, for sure. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else would like to try the verse?
Well, Mataji, can I say this welcome?
Yes, Satvik.
Mamupetya punajanma dukkalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Very good. Good job, Satvik. Yeah, okay. So if there is anyone else, I do see a lot of you. Anyone else wants to give it a shot? I see Adriana, Arush, Anshu, Priyanka, Krishna.
I'll try next week, Mataji. I'll practice it and say it.
Sure, Anshu. So that's good. Then all of you are amazing. And if anyone else wants also, you can try now or maybe next week. So we'll end here and we'll meet again with another verse next week and we'll analyze that verse. So we'll end the call.
Bye.
Bye.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kripa Sindhu Jai Vachya